All right, U.S. political analyst Eric Ham is standing by with more. Eric, give me your sense of, what exactly is going on here, because it's becoming confusing.
No, you're right, it is. Initially, there was a 28-point plan. Then we got word from members of the president's own party, some senators, who said that this was not a plan that was crafted by the United States, but that it was actually crafted by Russia and was made to appear as though it was crafted by the United States. Now we're told that European countries, as well as Ukraine, have actually reformed the plan, and now it's a 20-point plan that they are prepared to actually agree to, and that the United States is still actively working to get this done. Meanwhile, President Trump is sending his envoy, Steve Witkoff, over to Russia, and now we're learning that Witkoff himself has actually worked on Russia to shape and frame their messaging to be able to move President Donald Trump. All the while, the Army Secretary Dan Driscoll is apparently heading to Ukraine to try to get Ukraine on board with this plan as well. So you're right. There's a lot of movement. And I think what we're seeing right now is, while there is a plan afoot, we still don't know what that plan is. And more importantly, now that the 28-point plan that was allegedly drafted by Russia has been revised, will Moscow actually agree to this and eventually a ceasefire? We still don't have answers to any of this, but what we do know is that deadline that the United States and the Trump administration had given Ukraine by tomorrow on Thursday, that deadline has now been removed. And what President Trump has recently said is there is actually no deadline or timeline for actually getting an agreement done.
Eric, is it your take, and am I correct in saying that sometimes it appears as if the president is all over the map when it comes to Ukraine? First, he's, lecturing them and angry. Then he seems to be upset about, what Vladimir Putin is doing or not doing. And then he turns back to the Ukrainians as well. And now we have this peace plan that is obviously unacceptable to Ukraine.
That's right. And you're right. And the president is all over the map on this, which is why I think it's becoming increasingly more difficult to get a deal done. But all of this is certainly working in Russia's favor, because we know they're continuing their aggressive military efforts in Ukraine. And so that's continuing to play out. Meanwhile, we do know that there have been a lot of pushback, quite frankly, from U.S. Republican lawmakers. Senator Mitch McConnell, the longtime majority leader in the Senate, has pushed back on the plan, as well as other senators. And I think what we will begin to see is more and more of members of the president's own party begin to press this administration for more direct answers, and more importantly, for the administration to actually take a side that actually stands with Ukraine and not Russia.
Eric Ham, U.S. political analyst, with his take. Good to see you, Eric, as always. Thanks for your analysis.
You bet. Thank you.